Woo, brush milestone.
Brush milestone. Also, welcome to the stream.
Oh yeah. Brush.
The
Brushes
shutters
be
are
brushing,
tightly
everyone.
sealed.
They be brushing. The
They
shutters
be brushing.
shutters be tightly sealed. The brushes be brushing. We be streaming. Streaming.
We be streamy.
We be streamy.
We be streamy. As we always say
Yes.
on this channel.
Remember, kids.
We be streamy.
We be streamy.
You've already broken cheap.
I mean, it's stupid, but also, like, I'm
So are we.
sure there's some kids show from, like, the 80s or 90s that had a worse stupid catchphrase, so...
It's,
We
yeah, it's
be
one of the
streamy.
one of the Teletubbies' cousins is called that or something.
Aren't they all cousins? Or something?
I assume. We do be streamy. No,
We do be streamy.
We be streaming.
We be streamy.
So hello. Broken Cheap's brain. Oh, sleepy cat. Grumpy Sleepy? Or heavy mascara Sleepy?
One of the two.
One of the two. Also, as
crusty.
as wonderful as Cat is, this was imported. They're working on something they were working on before. They're fast, but they're not that fast.
But also, it's
Oh,
it's also its cat.
kept up the illusion.
Yeah.
And once again, we have
Can't just be doing that.
Ragdoll is regaling us with the tales of last stream in cat form.
And where Dark hallucinated some tentacles.
They weren't there.
Oh.
He made them up. Oh yeah,
I missed that.
yeah, we found a big body of water which we need to build over, I think. And Dark says he saw tentacles in it, but no one else did. So.
That's fine, I think.
So it's either the case that we're going to fight some weird tentacle monster in the depths, or Dark is seeing tentacles where there are no tentacles.
Either way, it's cause for concern.
Yes. Recreating Jaws, only there aren't jaws, just tentacles.
Your cat's just confused.
I mean, the fun thing is, even if there are tentacles in the water, we could also just not deal with it, like we've been not dealing with the purple stuff on the floor.
Am I gonna post that joke?
Oh.
Sure.
Hey, what? Chris.
What? Right, what do I draw? I spent the last hour trying to think of things to draw and I came up with nothing. So
Wonderful.
Anyway.
Same can. Same hat.
Same hat.
Yes, you need to continue the theme and just draw something lewd.
I'm not drawing anything lewd. I would
Why
fail
not?
if I tried.
Well, you'll only get better with practice.
Exactly.
Not practicing on stream.
Listen, as long as the stream doesn't crash for TOS reasons, then you haven't succeeded at drawing something lewd yet. So, get to it. I have drawn Mogs live on the stream.
Yeah, but not like lewd mods.
I mean, some were kind of lewd.
I've seen semi-lewd mogs,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't even approach that.
shoulders.
Shoulder. So
Hand
scam.
holding, someone bearing their ankles.
I read that as somebody bearing their hankies. I don't know why.
We're doing great today.
Yeah, we're doing wonderful.
And Bear's talking about lenticles. Whatever those
Lenticles.
are.
Merry lenticle, one and all.
Anyway, draw tins.
I mean, the question now is that tentacles that are made of lentil? Or is this tentacles that you have to deal with during Lent?
Tentacles in my soup.
Draw tentacle.
Could draw some squids. Or some kids.
Squid kid.
Mm. Mm. Kids and tentacles.
Draw a very busty Cthulhu.
Oh, tits and tentacles. Okay.
And someone did make a dating sim game with busty Cthulhu in it, so like
That one was fun.
that is a thing that exists.
Davy
If you don't
Jones'
like
death has a whole different meaning with tids. Hell yeah. Sorry, Kat, were
Davy
you about to
Jones
say
Walker.
something?
I just said the Cthulhu game isn't good if you don't like body horror,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
but it is funny.
I have not played any of those dating sim games, so I don't know if it's like how far it goes in any direction. I just know that it exists and it amuses me, and I kind of want to subject Lewis to them because I think it's funny when he plays dating sim type games and has no idea what the hell to expect.
Well, Lewis, that sounds like a challenge. Hey, well, hey. What, are you a coward, Lewis?
Yep, here it is. Called Sucker for Love.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis, do the things.
I don't know if this game has action elements in it. I would have to look.
Drawing. I should
It's
probably
a
do
point and
drawing.
click.
Pointing.
Not much happens. It's basically a visual novel.
And... Did you know? I didn't know this. I always thought
What?
dating sims were just visual novels where you date people. Turns out there's a whole genre of games which are called dating sims that are like actual simulations where you have like stats that you need to balance.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. No one told me.
I mean, it is pointed. A lot of them are point and click in the sense that there are things that you point at and click on, but no, a lot of them do have you have various stats that you have to balance and relationships that it's like do these things to work with these stats.
unfortunately, what my brain made sense of that was Hunipop.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, oh no.
I know.
I've
I was watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye in like, what was that, 2016? Something like that. Anyway, I watched them, so I know. But Hunipop is a lot of freaking, I
Okay.
don't know the English word for that game.
That's okay.
Like, you need to, like, get, like, 4 in a row or something, or, like, multiple in a row, and then it
Yeah,
kind of
there's
goes away.
matching things.
Yeah.
There's a match 4 game in there.
yeah. See, I wouldn't have guessed that because all I know about that game is that it keeps appearing on the Steam front page whenever I open Steam, and funnily enough,
It's not for you.
none of the pictures they use really like emphasize the puzzle aspect.
No.
Yeah, that's no.
No.
I don't
Chris,
think that's
that
why
game
most
is
people
not
play
for
that
you.
game.
You should never play that game. If anyone ever tells you to play that game, tell them no. Not
Huh?
playing Honey and Bob. That, Lewis, fair.
I'm not going to give you the sexy games, Lewis. I'm going to give you the cursed shit.
Markiplier's Cthulhu girlfriend dating sim as well. Do I remember that one? I don't know. There was a period of time where there were so many weird dating sims. Do you remember the weird shark girl one? That was very popular for some reason at the time.
Don't remember that one.
I still don't know what to draw.
Draw a Gaga. I'm drawing a Gaga.
Well,
Lady Gaga.
I don't think I can do an entire celebrity portrait, Christy.
One of her what's it called, get-ups, her costumes. You could build a character from her costume.
Draw the alternate universe Sir Gugu.
No, fuck you. Draw the Snips mascot as a visual novel character.
I mean, what genre? Because there's
Yeah.
lots of subgenres in visual novels.
No, wait, I can do this.
I don't like that you have an idea already.
No, it's fine.
Oh, this goes well.
It's fine, don't worry about me. Just don't look at me for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the fun thing is there are some games that are sort of under the umbrella of dating sims that a lot of it isn't about that. So like the Harvest Moon games also were sort of a subgenre of dating sim.
Harvest Moon, that's the Stardew Valley kind of
Yeah.
game.
That's fine.
Are they?
It's always learning. Learning the signs.
No, nothing is going on.
I'm so
Don't look at me. This is fine. I am fine.
I believe
We
you.
definitely believe you.
I
fine,
don't.
Everyone. No, this is fine. Don't worry. uh, Holy cross with fucking eyes.
Oh, that's beautifully cursed.
I'm sticking to my word. I'm not looking.
No, because it's fine, Chris. Remember.
It's fine. I'm gonna remember that.
You're making this challenge very hard.
It's so fine that Chibi's choking. Yeah, that's normal. That's a normal sign.
It's so normal. I'm just making myself laugh. I don't even know if this warrants that kind of reaction. It's just fucking... Oh, I'm fucking dying over here.
But it's fine.
But it's fine. Don't worry. It's totally fine. I don't know if this will improve our friendship or doom it forever. Either way, it's fine.
Either way, it's fine. Yeah. Clearly, it won't affect our friendship because it's fine.
It's fine, is the thing.
Oh, the Monster Prom people have made more games, and there's another one coming out soon. That's great.
How are we defining fine? I'm not sure I know, or if I'm the right person to ask.
Fine as in like a toll, like the toll it's taking on Jeep's mental state right now.
Or in paying a fine for what she might be doing.
Yeah, like criminal fines. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think that's correct. Certainly something. Someone's being hit with a psychic cylinder. Yeah, you know how in D&D there's like psychic damage? That's definitely this. That's this. I'm already warning everyone. That's...
I mean, the fun thing is, Cheeb, I'm not even sure if Crest will have enough context to know why this is funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm looking forward to this going completely over my head.
But
Nah,
also, you haven't finished drawing
he
yet,
drew
so...
Fritz and Pride as like dating sim characters. I think he'll get this.
I know what a dating sim looks like, roughly. I mean, literally my first
I mean...
exposure to a dating sim was Hatoful Boyfriend, so maybe it was a bit skewed.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's,
But if I zoom out and you've drawn him as a pigeon, I'll be very impressed.
No. Miss, everything is fine.
Hi, miss. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. It's the thing. Everything's fine. I I am good. I am not in mental turmoil. We're all doing great over here, and Chris is also gonna be fine. You can count on that.
Yeah. Jeep is fine and okay.
Exactly.
Tea and chocolate, nice. You're fine. I'm looking forward to zooming out and seeing Snip with tea and chocolate being absolutely fine.
Yeah. This is fine. I'm good. You're good. We're all wonderful.
You know, now that I think about it, with boyfriend dungeon being, oh, you've got dating sim stuff, but also there's dungeon crawling. It's also Persona 3 forward. Persona 3, 4, and 5 are also all, this is dating sim elements, and then also there's a dungeon. That's a weird thought to have. And it also has the, you need to balance your stats to make sure that, if you want certain things to happen well with various relationships.
Keep looking at the face. That's a mistake.
The face is a mistake. God.
This is a mistake, Chris. Chris.
Well, you're the one who's going to have to tell me when I'm allowed to look. You have to make that decision.
What about never?
I am going to have to download this PSD to make the thumbnail, so...
No, I don't think you need to.
I think it has to happen at some point.
Forget this all happened, honestly.
Gonna have to take whatever you've drawn and put it in the thumbnail.
No, I don't think that's necessary at all.
I think it's necessary.
Also, yeah, I think you can look by now.
Am I
It's
allowed?
not gonna get any better than this.
It's Parsnip Senpai.
Whatever I was expecting, it wasn't that.
Oh, it's very good.
If I ever played a dating sim, can I use that as the parsnip for the stream?
Yes, absolutely.
Senpaisnips.
Senpaisnips.
Lewis is banned and VIP'd. Legally obliged to make this your profile picture in Discord. Sure. Oh, hang on. Can I do the thing of?
I mean, you can also make it your icon here, and oh, yep, there you go. There it is.
Did it work? It hasn't showed up on mine.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, maths. Senpaisnip is here to help you with your maths homework. Help you up your knowledge stat.
My Hero Academia. Oh my god, it does have My Hero Academia vibes.
I think you could do it with other people's layers.
I mean, either way, yes, thank you, sir. Anyway. Open the door to your tutor, right? What items do we give to senpais to raise our relationship stats?
I don't know, how literal do we want to go?
I mean, with how eclectic your hobbies are, I feel like this would be one of those characters where it's like you can in theory give them anything, but it's going to be slightly random how effective it is.
Just what you want in a game.
Not all heroes were games.
To get a Patreon sub. Now! I'm going to argue against that in 2 terms. 1, I'm not going to make people give me Patreon subs. 2, giving me a Patreon sub is not going to improve my romantic standing with you.
Anyway, I hope now that everyone understands why everything was fine.
That's fine. What's
fine.
not fine about this?
What? Truly, what's not fine about this? You have a request. What is your request? You copy it and then draw it with a shocked, surprised expression.
Yeah, I want like a full expression board for this.
Okay.
For the new Cresp visual novel.
Wonderful. Now there's 2 of them.
Well, you're also going to need a third one because
Your worst
Miss also
nightmare.
wants an embarrassed shy expression
Oh.
for no
Okay.
reason.
No reason. Sorry, your books are gone. Thank you.
Where can Lady Gaga pull off a mushroom head?
It's not glued down. Fact.
I mean, I figure it's because she no longer. Well, I say no longer. She has never really given a shit about looking silly.
What are you doing? You are so weird.
I always loved her look in this music video, hence I'm adoring it. And it is just a mushroom haircut.
Heimdall
And she looks
disagrees.
sexy as fuck.
Heimdall thinks she's very weird. However,
Yeah.
fun fact for Lewis, T.S. Eliot coined the word bullshit. There you go.
Bullshit.
Now just set a 30-minute time. Everything went quiet since that fact.
I'm focusing on mushroom Gaga.
That's a good sentence.
I am focusing on something else.
Is making something.
I mean, Mushroom Gaga does sound like another NPC in this dating sim.
Well done, Chief.
Came in slightly too soon, but
Blushies.
I do like that you kept the stick arms.
It just feels right.
See, now to make the best use of this, we also need to find a dating sim game for Chris to play.
I'm gonna work under the assumption that Hitman doesn't count.
I don't remember. Did we kill our girl boss in the end?
No. No? I'm gonna say no.
I mean, I will make sure it's not one that will have us going, we need to put up a censor bar every single time. Because that's mean. And account of the fact that it is your stream, you do technically have veto powers, even if we're all just going to egg you on to do other stupid stuff.
I think I've already exercised my veto powers for the year by saying no to Dracula 3.
But that was last year.
Yeah, but that veto holds until October, so...
Well, then it's not really a veto, it's a we'll do it later.
People were very adamant I play it immediately. Is it Cheeb who played the rat dating sim? What?
Oh, yeah, there's a silly little rat dating sim. I think it's a free thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miss is right. One that
This is killing
should
Cheeb.
be relatively safe would be Dream Daddy.
Yay. It's good music.
There are a couple of things in it that can get a little spicy, but not explicit. And the parts of it that were developed that are sort of the most extreme, I don't think ever got implemented unless it was in an update.
Wait, what?
So, okay.
Oh, Hooked on You. Yeah.
Lots of dating sim type games, visual novel type games, will have sort of a jokey route that you can take, or like this is to be taken seriously type thing. Some of them are just silly nonsense, and then some of them are like, and now there's aliens, yay! When in previous routes there was none of that nonsense going on. I know they had developed some images and stuff for a sort of Halloween-themed route with a couple of the dads in Dad Dating Sim, where like one of them was a monster hunter or something like that, or a vampire. I don't remember all the details. But the last time I checked, it hadn't actually been implemented. People just found out about it because they were crawling through image resources and then sat there and went, hey, wait a minute.
And no, it was still getting updates. Isn't it from 16 or something?
The KFC dating sim? What? One with the horse boyfriend. What is happening?
Oh yeah, the horse. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, Mrs. just naming cursed dating sims now.
Oh, that one, yeah. Forgot about that one.
I remember watching that in the Dan and Phil days.
Ah, yeah.
So when you said the KFC one and the horse one, I thought you were referring to the horse meat scandal. But they made a dating sim out of that. Oh look, he's riding the horse. Sorry, spoilers for the horse KFC dating.
I hope that everyone, especially Chris, is glad that I'm doing it.
Oh yeah. I'm pleased that you went from I don't know what to draw to cackling hysterically within like 5 seconds.
It was a great prompt. I was immediately, I can draw an anime face on a parsnip. That's something I can do.
Oh, yeah, speed dating for ghosts. That one's cute.
You are fine. Thank you, Lewis. And now we have all these little wonderful parsnip emotes. Next available on the Crispy Parsnips channel. Crispy jam. Hello and welcome to I spent about 5 years drawing anime, can you tell?
The tropes. We'll use all the tropey faces.
Be
All I
fair,
did for like 5 years of my quote-unquote art career was copy anime.
hey, the first couple of years of me trying to learn how to draw was from those absolutely terrible how to draw manga books.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. I have
Hell
it
yeah.
proudly in my bookcase. Because it makes me laugh.
Yeah, I think there's so much, like, so many Black Butler screenshots that I fucking redrew and copied and everything. Hell yeah, Kira.
Draw your animals. Have fun.
Animes are fun to draw. What can I say? You used to draw Black Butler screenshots too. Hell yeah. Kindred spirits over here.
I mean, that show was really popular when I was in high school. I think it's still going. It like paused for a while and it started up again.
Yeah, I believe it got a movie like last year? Or a new season or something last year? Something like that.
I don't know what this is. I'm looking it up.
Black
I
Butler.
somehow remember the butler being named Sebastian.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Demon Butler.
I think
He's
I watched
one
30
hell of a
minutes
butler.
of the show.
One hell of a butler. Careful
So-
what you Google for that. Oh yeah.
So basic premise is, so for whatever reason, Japan has this interest in setting things in like vaguely Britain.
I mean, Black
doing
Butler
royalty
was
type
just
stuff.
straight up Brit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, this is just a general thing. This happens
True.
a lot. So, Black Butler is set in Britain. The main characters are a young...
England's
remember what his-
1800s. The main character is a 13-year-old aristocrat who has made a deal with a demon who
Yeah.
is now his butler.
Right. Jeeves and Worcester. Got it.
Yes. So, various plot things happened, resulting in him making a deal with a demon to help him get revenge on people who, like, ruined his life and killed his family. And now the demon is working as his butler until he gets his revenge, and once that's all done, the butler's just going to eat him.
His soul, but you know.
Yeah, the kid's soul is his, as far as demon contract stuff are concerned.
I remember not
Yeah.
watching it because I was weirded out by the whatever it was called at the time that was really very popular with fan art and stuff. I don't remember, but with the age gap, that was extremely creepy.
I mean, that's sort of the point. So with that one in particular, yes, it is... Sebastian is not a nice man.
He's a demon. In the most
Like-
literal sense.
In the most literal sense, he is a predator here to eat this person. Like that is his end goal, to consume this boy's soul. So while yes, he is one of the quote-unquote protagonists, he is not a nice man.
No.
So yes, if you're sitting here going, this relationship feels creepy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the things that becomes very obvious early on is that Sebastian is sort of making it so that he is the only one that this 13-year-old boy can rely on, sort of separating him from, like, his fiancée, and because he has a fiancée.
At 13.
Well,
Mm.
lords
You're
and ladies.
definitely not alone, Kiro, and look, sorry, I'm interjecting, but I love Black Butler. Season 2 was a time because it's also not canon.
What?
How's it not canon?
How does that work?
No, it's because first season based on the manga, second season manga hadn't continued yet, so they just made up a second season.
So it's
And then afterwards we're like, no, that actually never happened.
Classic.
Because this season 2 had like an ending, and then Book of Murder came out, or Book of Murder, I believe Book of Circus came out, and they just retconned everything, and it never happened. But season 2, wonderful in the sense that you did get just the most extra scene out of it, where the antagonist, Butler, who is also a demon, does this whole don't worry about it, there's another 13-year-old boy out there with another demon butler, this is fine.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence, I know. Who does this elaborate, like, you know, like, preparing the room, setup, whatever, through tap dance. And it's so extra and so wonderful, and that's what got me into the show.
And this is a horrible person demon.
Oh, he is so much fucking worse than Sebastian. If you didn't like Sebastian's dynamic with CL, then I don't recommend season 2 at all, because season 2 is so much worse when it comes to that shit.
Oh god.
Look, a character can be both absolutely horrifying and do really stupid shit. The duality of demon.
I just want Anyway, it's a great show. If you don't
Lord of
mind dark
Faustus.
stuff, it's a great show.
I did not have a dark mind back then, so it makes sense I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
at the time.
it's good, but it's definitely on the list of be careful who to recommend this to.
Yeah.
Because if you are very much not going to like jive or find a way to jive with a 13-year-old boy being preyed on in some of the most literal senses, you're not gonna necessarily have a good time.
Yeah. And just like, if you don't jive with like protagonists being, I'm not even sure if it's morally gray at this point.
Being bad.
Because this 13-year-old boy has also done some shit, you know?
I mean, the
Or after
13-year-old
being
boy,
trained by a grooming demon.
I'm willing to give some excuses for, because of what I know of their backstory, and it gets more fucked up the more you learn.
True, but that's a whole thing.
But yes,
But,
he's definitely morally gray. Sebastian is not. He
Morally
is the Black
evil.
Butler, morally evil.
Yeah.
Is May smiling through the pain or delighted?
Calling a waiter.
Ah.
I do think Black Butler is also somewhat responsible for my slight interest in like puppet/puppeteer themed characters.
Are they a Jürgen?
Yeah, we have found the origin of Jürgen. It's the source of the curse.
You might have.
The origin of Jürgen, now in a theater near you.
Cause that's like late season 1. That's an entire thing, and I was very, very obsessed with one puppet character in particular. So, yeah. The English VA for Sebastian also voices Sir Hammerlock. Oh, cool.
Oh.
I've never watched the English VA, or at least only snippets of it, but never fully watched it because I watched everything in subs. But like the Japanese voice actor for Sebastian, which I believe is Daisuke Ono, is also like has done so many projects that I've watched. So many other anime and shit.
The mid-2000s anime voice actor.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I believe he was in Black Butler. I believe he was also in Hitalia, that I also watched. I believe he was also in Kuroko no Basket, which I also watched. There were so many.
I didn't watch any of those more interesting French ones. I started on Black Butler, felt icky, watched Naruto and Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist.
My first anime was Shugo Chara, or however you pronounce it, which is a cutesy little magical girl anime. And then the immediate next after that I watched, next anime that I watched after the cutesy, middle school girl, like magical girl anime was, Mirai Nikki, aka, I believe it's Murder Diaries in English, which is...
That's a bit of a different mood, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
I like Shugo Chara. That looks like I have the Tokyo Mew Mew mangas.
Yeah, it's very cutesy with like everyone, or like a lot, like all the main characters basically have like like an egg inside their hearts or whatever.
That sounds like a problem.
No, but it's metaphorical, an egg, which gives birth to this little character that basically like is their desires, shows their desires.
Oh, the little fairies.
Yeah,
Kind
little hidden desires of what they want to be, and such.
That's so cute.
Gonna post a picture of the main cast, and everyone can figure out who Teenage Chib was obsessed with.
Ooh, yes. Oh, the far left one.
No, but I also like them, so that's fair.
Oh, damn it.
God, their heads.
You
Like,
remember
there's-
Murder Diaries? Hell yeah.
There's something about those eye sizes and foreheads that are just like, Jesus Christ.
Why is the very big blonde hair girl so different?
I don't know. I think the for this whole chart they took different pictures. I think it looks really weird.
It looks amazing.
But it has all the characters with their little like
Oh wait, the cat ears. Is it the only person in black with
yes.
yeah.
It's
I noticed the cat
absolutely
ears.
that one. Absolutely the guy in all black, which has a little cat character with it.
Yes. Perfect. That was a fun game.
But yeah, this is also always what I think of when I have the concept of miraculous ladybug explained to me.
You know what? Fair?
Because everything I know about miraculous ladybug is that they purify like the desires of people, and that's basically what they did in the show as well.
I thought, I don't know what I thought. I just assumed miraculous ladybug was something detective-y. For some reason.
I don't know. But yeah, and then immediately after this show, I watched Mirai Nikki, which is just one giant, massive murder fest.
Neat.
Quite literally, that's the premise of the show. There's like 12 people chosen by the gods, and only one can survive. That's the premise of the show, so they're all encouraged to murder each other.
Ah, the children.
Pointed silence.
I would assume so.
I mean, there's a whole genre of stories like that where it's like, hey, it's just a battle royale of...
Just kids murdering each
True.
other. It's fine.
But I always think it's so funny that those are like back to back my
Yeah.
first two anime.
I started out watching Naruto with 340 pixels on YouTube.
Classic.
Dubbed. Yeah.
I think my
The
primary
subtitles was almost impossible to read.
my primary anime exposure was a friend of mine in school liked Bleach, so I had a very similar experience with the first 20 episodes of Bleach. Just trying to have something to talk to them about.
But yeah,
I don't
I
know.
have a whole list of anime I watched and a whole list of anime I watched the first 3 episodes of and then abandoned.
That's fair.
The closest I've come to watching anime in 10 years is The house husband. I think.
Oh yeah, that one's
That was-
good. I mean,
Yeah, that's
like
a good
in the sense of
reintroduction. I think
yeah,
it's easy.
it's fun.
Well, I mean, it's also a more slice of lifey where like there's not really an overarching plot that you need to try and remember.
Slice of lifey with the wifey.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
You sure you want to see how long you can drag this out?
Before you realized it was anime, was Ronin Warriors or Card Captor Sakura. After that,
I
Street
remember
Fighter
Cardcaptor
Fatal
Sakura.
Fury.
I remember watching the English version of it as it was being released and then being very confused because it was very obvious that there were episodes missing.
Oh.
But I was like religious about watching it and recording episodes whenever I couldn't be there to watch it. So it was very confusing to little me because it's like they're referencing things that haven't happened.
Yeah.
There's episodes missing here. What is going on? And then later in life, I found out why. Yay, censorship.
Oh.
The original English dub of Cardcaptor Sakura was heavily censored for a couple of reasons. One, gay.
Oh. Great.
So the Sakura's brother and Yuki are very gay, but also because I believe the explanation that was given when I went back and read the manga later in life was because of like moon magic stuff. So apparently part of the reason why Sakura was always a little gaga over Yuki, the brother's friend with glasses who was also secretly the moon guardian of the book, had something to do with like how moon magic sort of synchronizes with some other magic. So like literally magic drawing her in. But she wasn't the only one. Li Xiaoran was having a similar effect on him. And also, another thing that was censored, this is one that I don't mind that they decided that they looked at it and went, yeah, we're not putting that in there. One of Sakura's school friends was dating her teacher.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we can cut that out.
Yep.
Now, there's some anime I've watched where it's like, yeah, there's something like this happening in the background, and it's like sort of ignorable. Like in Fruits Basket, her parents were teacher and student, but they met when her mom was in high school. So that one, it's like, okay, little weird, but we could ignore it. Sakura is not in high school. Sakura's like 10. So when I found that out, it's like, yeah, I'm a little okay with them trying to like work around that.
Yeah. It's funny, nothing is censored here. I remember being interested in Naruto because we have a what's it called? Like kind of it's a kids well, it's a for all, but mainly for kids and teenagers. Kind of review show of everything new in games and TV. Back then, anime was the hot new thing. And nothing of the violence or the color of the blood were censored, and it was on the PBS sort of channel here. Danish Network 1. And I thought that was really cool as a child.
Mm.
I'm guessing that hadn't wouldn't fly a lot of places.
Yeah, I don't know all the rules and they change as things go, but when it comes to kids media here in the United States, depending on the age range, there are certain things that they can't show. So like with I don't know what the cutoff is, but like for the younger end of audience, they're not supposed to show kids doing violence in ways that can be replicated.
Oh yeah, that thing.
So
Over
like
here
it's
it was-
okay if like the kids are going around playing with weird magical space lasers, but they must wear a seatbelt and they can't be punching each other. Because it is not possible for a small child to get a hold of a magical space laser. It is possible for a small child to put their hand into a fist and punch someone.
Yeah.
Jokes on them, Power Rangers are easily replicated, right?
We show kids everything here. They curse a lot on children's television, made for children.
Is it English curses again? Or...
Oh no,
Oh, no,
it's
these are proper ones.
yeah, proper bad ones.
I have no idea what they show children over here, honestly.
Didn't you watch children's TV?
I mean, I did, but it's like nothing. Like, not a lot of it was, you know, Dutch.
Hmm.
It was all like dubbed stuff from like America. So
Interesting. I guess we had a lot of I still have quite a big industry locally.
So I got confused there. Sorry, I just looked up and saw the words duo and god of death. I'm like, I mean, Duolingo got banned, but that's a bit.
I mean,
That
if you should see the icon after a while, you wouldn't be surprised.
It's out to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duo Maxwell, I think, if I remember correctly. One of the 5 main hero Gundam pilots from Gundam Wing, who, if I remember correctly, their names are the numbers 1 through 5.
Oh, like Codename Kids Next Door.
Yeah, but in other languages. So, like, Duo is 2, and Gundam number 4 is Quatre.
Mm.
So, like, they're the number, or almost the number, but in different languages. And
number 3 is Maxwell.
3 was Troa.
Yeah.
5, he was Chinese. I think his name was like Woofy or something like that, and that apparently more or less means 5 in Chinese.
oh, it's been so long since I've try to draw straight up anime.
Well, what do I draw?
Anime.
I drew an anime.
Draw more anime.
I don't really want to draw an animal.
Gaga.
Yeah,
Ryoko.
yeah. Also, she's from Durarara. In Durarara.
To do run, to do run.
Yeah, I always add too many rounds.
It's okay
Rasputin?
about it.
It's an anime. I don't know how to best explain Durarara.
It's about Rasputin.
No, it's very much not.
I mean, but there are probably anime out there about Rasputin. As we sort of saw when I was playing Devil Summoner, where it's just kind of like, yeah, there's Rasputin in here now. Time traveling Rasputin. Time
Why not?
traveling robot Rasputin.
I also don't really remember the plot of Durarara. There is a like headless rider character who rides on a motorcycle and she wears a helmet with cat ears. That's very important information.
Oh, is it that one with the crazy art style?
I don't know if that's crazy. Also, one of the characters, Shizuo, is really, really strong and just keeps throwing fridges at another character who is a bastard.
Fridges.
Yeah, I believe he throws a fridge at some point. Kira can back me up on that. He has a little bit of a temper tantrum, which means he keeps destroying public property. To throw them at Isaiah. I had lots of fun watching compilations of just Shizuo shouting Isaiah in the past. Just okay, over and over, because he always does it the same way when he starts get fucking angry.
No, I found a gif of the fridge throwing. Or actually, I don't think it's a fridge, but, you know.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
But is it a washing machine?
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Wee. Okay, that looks like fun.
I love Shizuo.
Oh, here he is with a lamppost.
Yeah. I was also
Memory lane.
I was just going through like Daisuko and I was just like see if, what else he did that I watched. Which is quite a lot. What else was it? Pandora Hearts. He was in Pandora Hearts. Also love Pandora Hearts. Have you watched Pandora Hearts, Kira? In the past. I feel like that's a natural development coming from Black Butler.
Have you watched it in the future?
Yeah, long time ago. No, that's fair, but I was just wondering. Carnival, I watched. Magi, I watched. Utena Prince Summer is one I watched 3 episodes of. Gekkan Shoujo no Saki-kun. I love Gekkan Shoujo no Saki-kun. That's one I highly recommend. If you just want a good time, I highly recommend Gekkan Shoujo no Saki-kun.
If you want a surreal time where we fuck around with narrative, I recommend Princess Tutu.
What else? Kuroko's Basketball. Attack on Titan. I'm sure he's more that I'm just now overlooking.
Is that a tapir?
Yes, that is a tapir.
Oh,
Or anteater, I think, actually. But yeah, Anti-Arena, that's an anteater.
they look fabulous.
Yeah.
There's just animal characters in here, it's fine. Also, the main character is a duck.
Oh. How would the duck?
Nope, Duck the duck.
Oh, baby.
Literally, her name is Duck.
Oh,
Imaginative parents.
I mean, on account of her being a duck, I don't know that she really has parents.
Look at that
So
simultaneously.
the premise of Princess Tutu is it's happening in this sort of this area where fairy tale stories have gotten a little out of control and have a life of their own. And yeah, so there's a fairy tale prince, obviously, Mitho. He's the gentleman with the white hair that's being spun around there. And he broke his heart into pieces to stop this big, terrible raven monster. And Ahiru, Duck, our cute little protagonist, has been tasked with the job of getting the pieces of his heart back to fix him. Because she is enamored with the prince, and since his heart is busted, he isn't feeling any emotions right now because he doesn't have them. His emotions are elsewhere.
Fair. That seems right.
So that's the basic premise. And then the story gets out of hand.
Only then. Wonderful.
Miss, you said Acton should enjoy a flower. You did not specify how.
Yeah, that's on you, miss.
I mean, Better than a flower in a vase.
Yeah.
It's more useful.
Crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not
Crunch,
supposed to
crunch.
eat flowers in vases?
Oh, right.
Mm.
No, the poisonous water. Don't eat the vase flowers.
The water in the vase is to keep the flower fresh so that it's still nice and tasty when you eat it, obviously.
Right. Marinated.
Oh gosh, I just looked over. Cresp, what the hell did you draw down there?
Well,
You know.
If
Is
he
Oh,
has
also-
no emotions, how can she know anything about him?
Yes.
So it's a little unclear how this all started because fairy tale nonsense, but basically Duck saw the prince dancing, and it was like, his dancing feels really sad. I want to make him happy. And then the next thing you know, she's a girl with magical powers and is going around trying to find the pieces of his heart.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I like the idea that the solution to the dancing seems sad, I want to make them happy, is stop them dancing. So if it's the dancing that's
Well,
sad. Yeah.
That's a parenting move.
But Duck likes dancing. That's actually one of the things that Duck wants to do. Duck wants to dance with the prince.
Really explain all the feedback I've gotten on my dancing.
But yeah, there's more nuance to what's going on, but some of it is sort of spoilery. Like I said, the story gets out of hand and goes off the rails. And I mean that on multiple levels.
Out of things going off the rails in my anime? Never.
Impossible.
Absolutely impossible.
It's incredibly meta.
What does meta mean, psychologically?
Well, I don't know about psychologically, but in this context, the meta narrative is the narrative about the narrative. So, Princess Tutu is a story about stories.
I did understand it, but I'm also tired.
I still recommend it.
Stop thinking.
It's a good anime. It's not all that long.
Chiba's drawing an
However,
animal.
one of the main characters has a slightly unfortunate name, in the sense that whenever they're saying it in English, it's always just kind of like, oh no. But that's okay.
Interesting.
It's the pronunciation. It's not bad, it's just every so often they'll say it a certain way and you're just kind of like, that doesn't sound right. Oh, also, you might have been able to tell from the GIF. These characters are all at an art school doing ballet stuff, and their teacher is a cat.
Well, Miss is on board.
Don't eat the duck.
me see if I can find a GIF of him. Most of these are of Duck, which is fair and valid because Duck is adorable. Oh, and then a lot of these are also GIFs of a character who only shows up in one episode, but boy howdy is he incredibly extra in it.
Drawing anime is hard.
Yeah.
Now that I know about proportions and shit. Anime is hard.
Yeah, it's tricky. You
I
gotta,
just found something.
Yeah, there's no GIFs of him showing up. Let me see if I can just find an image of him on Google.
I'm glad, Kira.
Oh, Acton is so cute.
You do well, man.
So happy.
Oh, yeah. Here's a funny picture of him.
A Pikachu? Ah.
Oh god.
Funny or terrifying?
That's Mr. Cat.
Jump scare.
He's currently having a little bit of a meltdown.
I can tell. Figuratively and literally by the looks of it.
Now I want to rewatch that anime. And there's Mr. Cat again, wearing
Big
little
squeak.
slippers.
Why do
Everybody
the slippers
stretch.
work?
Huh?
The slippers work on the feet.
They look comfy.
That shouldn't work.
You can make them work.
Why it
It's-
work?
It's a fairy tale anime. Like, we don't
No, but I
think
mean,
about it.
like
too
it
much.
works, like on the toesies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are slippers.
Anyway, I was looking through Witcher stuff on Pinterest, and I was delighted to see this. And the very next thing was this.
This number one.
I
This number
mean,
two.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
They heard us talking about Dream Daddy.
Mm,
Yeah.
they know our location.
What's Acton saying? Acton's not saying anything. Just a caption.
Acton is talking about how sad he is.
So sad.
So sad. Definitely not just enjoying his salads on his own.
So sad to not have to share.
Mm-hmm.
Flower
For,
salads are delicious.
for context, Acton is attempting to be the chef of the group, despite not really knowing how to cook.
So far, I think it's just eggs.
Eggs. Do you like eggs?
They know how to survive, don't they?
Well, they know how to survive.
Mm,
I feel like that's an improvement considering like, from the looks of things, Atkins' diet is probably just like raw vegetables.
Yeah. Whatever you can find,
I
the
mean, you can
occasional
survive off of that.
pie from a windowsill, that sort of thing.
And yes, there are plenty of edible flowers out there.
Neat.
Yeah, but that's implying a lot about Acton's knowledge on edible flowers.
I want it down.
Oh. Wow, I'm an asshole. I just assumed on the looks.
I want to see if there's an
Cheap.
image.
It's impressive how much your drawing looks like something that any one of my friends would have made in middle school.
Thank you.
Like, wonky perspective and all.
Thanks. Maybe? I don't...
Anime is hard.
Yeah.
Real
Anime
people's
is
faces
hard.
aren't that symmetrical. It's more forgiving.
My faces have a lot more structure nowadays.
And you have a pattern you stick to. Or a rune.
Thank you. They're a doll. Quite literally, they're a doll.
I was gonna make a southern doll accent and no.
They are filled with straw.
Get literally filled with straw.
Yes. Quite literally. Because at one point the character does get, like, killed, and it's shown that he's filled with straw, because he was a doll this entire time.
So do you decapitate straw?
I hate the straw. I'm deleting it.
What, the drawing?
Yeah. Right.
Oh god. What is this thumbnail?
Yeah, Cresp, this thumbnail is horrifying.
Oh, look at that. Oh my god.
Sorry, it's just people said edible flowers and immediately made me think of that video.
It's not really in that stage you're supposed to eat that.
Not really, no.
Any more romance snips? No. No, I got no more suggestions for expressions, so there's just the 4 of them.
I don't know what expressions there are in romance things. The winky face?
I mean, I think I pretty much got all of them.
A half-lidded one. Bedroom eyes.
I don't want to draw snips with bedroom eyes.
Bedroom eyes is just a euphemism for like a sleeping mask.
Oh yes, a green mud mask.
Well, now I do have a silly idea.
Yay.
So, I'm back, Crisp.
Nah.
Close your eyes.
I'm not
I
drawing
haven't
anything.
painted for an hour, so I'ma enjoy the show.
People also suggest laughing.
Hmm. Yeah, that also makes sense.
No joy in romance sims, dating sims.
Anyway, point being, Gee, we need to sit down and learn Godot together so that you can make a dating sim.
Let me just erase your entire face for a sec.
Oh, please.
As you do.
It's called foundation.
Mal in a dating sim. I can't tell if he'd be like very predictable or very unpredictable.
Aww.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
It's Eddie.
No.
Oh, teddy bear.
The meme with Mom, I threw up. Rah. Walking into the living room like this.
Well, with the mask on, walking into the living room door.
There. That's
That and
for the
replace
cutscene
clothes
where you
with sleeping
sneak
clothes.
into Craft's dorm room.
Not weird, don't worry.
Definitely not weird.
Last minute studying for your maths exam, and this is who opens the door.
Just like that. Not taking off the mask at all.
He could do this in his sleep, and he will.
It's an audio.
It's a shame because I don't have ears.
Oh. Not like little reptilian ears?
I don't want to think about the implications of a vegetable having reptile parts. Everything is vegetable except the reptile audio receptor.
Reptiles would make good like two things monsters with vegetables. Cute little critters.
Well,
Like a carrot, what are those called? Big dragons. Komodo dragons.
there's a prompt for next week's doodles. Vegetiles.
Vegetiles.
Reptibles?
Vegetiles.
Vegetiles or reptibles, one or the other.
Too close to vegetails.
Snip has the same mouth as Tori.
I don't like that implication.
Open wide.
Other expressions.
Sweat drop.
Yeah. Classic sweat drop.
That makes
And
sense.
soul out of body. Full Metal Alchemist. Face.
I'm interested. Yep, that's where the mask goes.
I mean, for that sort of face, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing two very different drawings, so that.
Yeah, we're going in different directions.
filling up the whole
They're
fucking
multiplying.
canvas with snips.
You're making a wallpaper. Oh, the sleeping one should have a scrunchie.
A were snip.
Yeah.
Part man, part parsnip.
It's giving you odd world vibe. Oh, where's Gero? I'll put them over there. There you go, they've been hidden away. Ooh, Grump.
The little angry marker.
You gotta.
You got it.
It's a classic.
What's the one, the classic anime face that has a band-aid on it? Is that like excessive? Baited? What the?
What?
What's the word?
Ooh. Turned into a jacker snip.
Excess? Nope. Nope. That word won't. It won't.
Ooh, next you can do the like eyebrow shine, not eyebrow, the eyeglass shine.
Yeah.
Exacerbated?
Is that a word?
Or exasperated? Exacerbated is to like make something worse by accentuating it. Exasperated, yeah, is how would you describe exasperated?
I thought it was like,
So, like,
throwing your hands out going
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Exasperated. Yeah, thank you.
Words be weird.
Oh, pushing the glasses up. Great. You can't even calculate my next move.
Fortunately, neither can the snip.
Mess.
It is incalculable. Sweet.
Did you abandon horror snip?
Yeah, it was just a silly doodle.
It is quite horrifying.
Miss wanted snip with Tori's mouth.
Hmm.
And
That's
nobody
a
else.
whole right for it. New game project, Chris. Here you go.
That
Free
last one-
assets.
That last one has a kind of Otacon vibe.
Yeah.
What do we call Otacon in the draw through?
Also,
Hmm.
cat lynchy little scrunchy. So.
Oh, yeah.
Witchy.
I like it. I obviously not expecting you to redraw all of the leaves, but it feels very in keeping with like a quickly made sort of illustrations for a dating sim that the scrunchie's there, it's doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Just like on top of the thing.
That's what it does in my hair. Nah, nothing. Big ol' mess. We should. Ooh, yeah, that would be cute.
So now we have a bunch of different talk sprites.
You have all of the emotions you need to make a crispy parsnips dating sim.
I did. Do you know what? I did actually make a little visual novel thing for when I was messing around with October Noir, where like an icon can come up and it can change depending on the dialogue and stuff like that.
Now you can test it out.
Now I can test it out with school Senpaisnips.
Parsnip senpai. Would play this game. Good.
Snip-chan.
Snapchat.
I don't know an awful lot about the honorifics of Japanese, but I feel like this particular character would not enjoy being called Chan.
No, I think it fits, especially with like this one.
Yeah, Chan is more cutesy honorific, usually
Yeah.
used with young
Ones.
girls.
This one's right after being called it.
Or this one.
Yeah. What a cute bunch.
Snipkin. Snipson.
Snips on.
Snip pie.
Snip. Nipples.
Oof, a parsnip pie. Ugh. Sorry, but ugh.
Oh,
I mean, I was making a joke on senpai, but with snip in the front.
Yeah,
front of it.
and then I just it made me think of
you can make a parsnip pie. You do like sort of like glazed parsnips can be quite sweet, can't they?
Well, but also like, I mean, I've never had parsnip, but I figure it's similar enough to a carrot that you could make like a pot pie type pie.
Yeah.
it's.
I mean, you
softer,
have-
though.
Parsnips in like pasties and stuff. So. What are pasties called in other countries? I forget.
We don't really have them.
What?
I remember I was playing a game
Oh,
and I was like, "What's there was a food in it?" I was like, "What's this? I've heard of this." And people showed me a picture and I was like, "That's a pasty."
It's like a pierogi.
Pasty's like, what if you had a pie, but instead of a pie, you just took like the lid and folded it over, so there's just like a handheld pie.
Oh. Usually that's called just a pie or a hand pie.
Hand pie. That's a perfectly straightforward name.
We don't have them with like the crumbly dough. We have the pierogi. That's like the chewy dough. Smaller, more like a pasta.
Ooh.
You know, there's also sometimes specific ones like There's a specific kind of hand pie called an empanada.
That might have been it.
But yeah, in general, it's just a pie or a hand pie.
We have pizza snails.
Pizza snails.
Yep, it's dough. You put meat sauce and shit on, like a mini pizza, and then you roll it up into a snail,
Oh,
like a cinnamon bun.
they look very tasty.
You found them?
There were results for it, even though when I typed it in, it did not recommend. Did you mean pizza snails?
Oh, wow, but you Google pizza snail, it does come up. Wow.
Also,
That's
just because I
fun.
think the picture's nice. Anyway, yeah, that's a pasty, Barrett. They're pasty. Meanwhile, these
those
are
are
pizza
cute.
snails. Look at that.
They literally put the bread out to look like a snail. That's cute.
Yeah, no, but that's creative. This is what they usually make.
So it's like a cinnamon roll, but with pizza filling instead of cinnamon and sugar.
Another thing is apparent being a lot.
But yeah, in the Southwest United States, it's usually called an empanada, but in general, it's a hand pie.
Oh, also, apparently, Miss used to eat pizza snails all the time.
Oh,
There you go. They've apparently made it across at least to Scotland.
yeah. We make a lot of things in snail form. Also, cinnamon buns is cinnamon snails.
Yeah, you've got that medieval monk mindset.
The literal way.
Oh, they're popular in
Everything
Australia.
runs snails.
Are they even Danish?
I mean, I figure, like, the construction of it is simple enough that I could see multiple cultures just sort of coming up with that idea separately. All of them calling them pizza snails specifically is a little stranger. But also, if it's got the curly shape.
They are very delicious.
There is a
Very
Wikipedia
high.
article titled "History of Pizza."
Okay.
I was just looking to see where pizza snails came from. It's like history of pizza.
I wonder how contented that is. Because no matter what historic video and pizza I watch, they don't agree on where it came from.
I mean, pizza is not specific enough to really be able to nail down.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's for sure is that if you consider pizzas to be quote-unquote Italian, the original pizzas would not have had tomato sauce on account of the fact
Yeah.
that tomatoes are not Italian. I think the oldest examples we have of things from Italy that are quote-unquote considered pizza was actually like flatbread with like oil and olive and cheese and stuff on top.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. My nieces did not like the Turkish pizza when we were in Turkey because it didn't have tomato sauce.
Oh.
Well, I want pizza now, so.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Just looking at pictures of my childhood food.
American friends lucky because they've still got dinner to come.
You still got one? Sorry.
Apparently, the modern idea of pizza was also called a tomato pie, which is technically accurate, but also.
Actually, it's not.
Cursed.
Yeah, I was thinking like a chicken pot pie, but with tomato. Sounds real nice.
My general rule of thumb is that a pie should have a top. So pizza isn't a pie.
Oh yeah, we don't really do that here. It looks very pretty though. I've always wanted to do that.
I mean, there are pies though that don't always have tops. Like pumpkin pies don't really have tops.
Yeah, we don't have those.
I think what we make as pie is like in between a pie and what you would call a quiche.
There's a quiche or a tart.
Oh yeah, a tart. We do call it tarte, which does mean tart. But
The way
everywhere I see people talk about pie, I'm like, yeah, that's a tarte.
if it doesn't have a top, it's a tart, which works rather well for British slang.
It's a bit tart.
Yeah, Seabear's got it. Yeah, it's a tart. That is a pumpkin tart.
I'm gonna leave. Goodbye.
Oh, all right.
Got hit by the big eep, so.
You have the big eep. Eep well.
It did a good wallpaper.
Thank you for all doodles.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed that everything was fine. Have a good night.
Everything was more than fine.
Bye.
Mildly cursed, but still fine. But yeah, then there's also like key lime pie.
Pie a day keeps the cheap away. Oh.
That's a cheesecake. It
Yes.
doesn't have a top.
Yeah,
It's a key lime pie.
It's
I mean, that one's topped with cream, but
it's a lime tart. Looks like a lemon tart, but it's made of lime.
Must be delicious. It looks so lemony.
Citrus.
Oh, all of the good foods I don't want to make.
And there's con pies.
I've never made a lemon tart.
Did you say tart pies?
So I don't know if it's a thing on the other side of the ocean, but pecan pies.
Yeah. I love pecans. They're extremely expensive here.
I don't think I've had a pecan.
Because we have walnuts. But walnuts make me cough and pecans don't.
Oh. Love lemon tarts. We've got to get together to have a lemon tart.
That's just really easy to say. Very British.
What a lemon tart. Got to go up north for a lemon tart.
Is pumpkin pie supposed to be sweet? Or is it not?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fairly sweet.
Like dessert sweet or somewhere in between?
It is a dessert. I don't know how to compare its sweetness to other things, though.
You tend to have it with whipped cream, right? I've seen that.
Yes. Yeah, whipped cream on top of it is pretty normal.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah,
learning.
the dollops.
Learning the American way.
This pecan pie looks very dry.
It does rather, doesn't it?
Oh, they are not. They are very gooey.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let me see if I can find. Yeah, here's a picture of a slice where you can see all the innards are sort of gooing out the side.
Oh, that is
Oh.
very gooey.
It's like
Like,
a sticky broth of nutty flavor.
Yeah, even the ones that are a little firmer are still very sticky.
Are there dried fruit in there? She asks hopefully.
You can
Are
modify
they
the
what?
recipe.
Dried fruit in there?
I've not usually had them with dried fruit in there, but that should work.
I'm the weirdo who loves fruitcake. And raisins.
I mean,
Raisin
I also
free.
like fruitcake.
Raising your hopes, more like.
But yeah,
After
it's yeah,
peeking
they
into that pie.
pecan pies are just like also like really sweet, like really
It
sweet.
looks
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
it's mainly like melted sugar.
Yeah, it just looks
The-
like somebody's
the cream
put
top.
nuts on, like, a pile of caramel.
Yeah.
Also, it appears to have like a kind of crust on the top, so I'm not happy with that being a pie.
But not
I
the
mean,
pumpkin
the
and the lime.
top sometimes crusts, but you don't really put a crust on it. Like the most
Okay.
you see is that people will put pecans on the top. But yeah, the
Oh, this is semi-tart.
the insides are
It's tart with a
it's like
silent P.
butter, corn syrup, vanilla extract, and pecans, I think, is usually what you're using.
Wait, butter, corn syrup. But
But butter, comma, corn syrup,
oh.
comma.
I thought.
Butter syrup.
I mean, I don't know. It could have been.
Used to make jam tarts back in school. Yeah, jam tarts, lemon tarts. Make a jam
It's like
roly-poly.
butter tarts too, right? Sugar tarts.
Sugar tart.
I think I've seen that. Yeah. The first thing, butter up your friends and family with these brown sugar tarts.
All
Don't
about
say
the
that to
butter.
me.
Now I'm trying to think about British desserts.
We have lauke, and that's about it. And
Lau-
100 varieties.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm assuming you're not
It just
referring to
means
the
layer cake.
Canadian classical and flamenco guitarist Lauke. There we go. Jam roly-poly, sticky
like-
toffee pudding.
We have
Ooh. That is more cream than cake. Look at that.
many things that
Yep.
will probably make your dentist angry.
It's like layer cake where it's, Victoria sponge cake, but instead we have these thin sheets of cake we have special pans for, so you can get like the least cake possible to cream ratio.
Every now and if I have a cake that has a lot of icing, my sinuses just go nope. They just for some reason they just go. Eh. Just
Oh, yeah,
looking
we-
at that,
we-
I
we
can
use
feel them
cream.
expanding.
We don't use a lot of icing or like what's it called? The where it's buttercream and stuff.
Yeah.
We just use whipped cream and fruits.
Oh right. That's probably more palatable. I mean, it's a lot of dairy. Oh, the dairy is
Yeah.
scared off, miss. Have a good one, miss. Sleep well.
Oh, and mousse. We like mousse too.
Uh, Pumpkin pie was sort of smooth in a custardy way, with caramelly depth and autumnal seasoning, not as sweet. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I've heard pumpkin spice is a thing. It's got nothing to do with pumpkins, but
Well,
in the
it's
same-
it's the spice mix that you would use in stuff like pumpkin pie. It's like cinnamon, clove, allspice, nutmeg.
The spice.
There's something else that usually goes in there, but I don't remember what it is.
Is that Christmas spices in other countries? It is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fall Christmassy type stuff.
It adds to the confusion that I had when I tried to make a coffee cake, and then looked at the recipe and was like, "There's no coffee in this," because it turns out that in some places a coffee cake is just a cake you have with coffee.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call it a coffee cake, it's gotta have coffee in it. Coffee is an ingredient you can put in a cake.
It is. I've done that before. It's if you add a rich dark coffee into like a chocolate cake or something.
Or a
Helps
spice
with
cake.
flavors. Yeah, or a spice cake.
Real good.
I wouldn't do it to a strawberry cake because that sounds like horrid.
Yeah. I don't know how that would be.
Turns out
Maybe
dry.
it's delicious.
My dad likes it, so
But
I don't like coffee, so I don't know.
strawberry and coffee? Oh.
Yeah, I don't like coffee either. Too bitter. Also, caffeine and me do not mix well.
I found out recently that I've been chugging energy drinks to try and stay awake. Because I've become so sleepy that I didn't realize I have that weird thing where caffeine makes me sleepy.
Ah, right.
So I should drink energy drinks before bed. And not
Have,
Some doctors might disagree, but
have you ever been screened for ADHD, Cat? Because that's
no,
a common
I
thing.
have a 3-year waiting period. I'm signed up to be screened for.
Because that's a very common thing for folks with ADHD. Like, and I don't like know the mechanics behind it, but something about like the caffeine like levels out what your brain is doing, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I can now sleep. Friend of mine. Yeah, it's really common for people who have ADHD to use caffeine as like self-medication stuff. It's maybe not the best idea, but like,
I mean, I get so sleepy. I thought like my logic has been, wow, if I'm this sleepy after an energy drink, it's real bad. But apparently just chugging an energy drink and then not being able to keep my eyes open is the caffeine thing and not a me thing.
well, you apparently you have Bear that you can chat about with chat with about that language.
I'm not on Twitch because my internet can't handle being on Discord call and Twitch open.
that's fair. But yeah, Bear is confirming that they have the same thing. It's not a thing that happens to me because I don't really drink caffeinated beverages because most of them don't taste great to me. And the few times I've had caffeinated beverages, yes, I had the feeling of like, oh, I need to go take a nap, but less because I was tired and more because it gave me a headache. But yeah, I've got a friend who that is how coffee affects her, so.
My
I
reaction
had heard of the self-medicating thing before, but I had no idea it could be related to sleep in that way. Other than, like, don't drink caffeinated things if you want to sleep.
Yeah, and like for most people, it's a stimulant, it'll keep you awake.
Yeah.
But ADHD brain, it like levels out the stimulation, I guess, that your brain is doing, and then you go to sleep.
Caffeine doesn't seem to
People be
do.
weird, man.
Yeah, caffeine doesn't seem to do a lot for me. The only discernible difference is that the day after I have caffeine, if I don't have caffeine as well, I'll get a headache. That's it.
Yeah. You do drink Coke, right?
Caffeine free, so that doesn't happen.
Ah. That's funny. I don't think I think you have to go to specialty stores to get that here. I've never seen it.
It's only a recent thing over here, and I was like, oh, brilliant!
Oh.
No more headaches! Yay!
See, I don't drink soda all that often, but usually when I do, it's like uncaffeinated fruit flavored sodas.
Mm.
Oh, that or root beer. Usually
Mm.
also uncaffeinated.
Bit of lemonade.
Oh, I want to taste a root beer one day. I'm so curious.
I don't know what root beer is. I mean, I've had explained to me what it is, but
I mainly drink things from cans because I have like swallowing issues where if I try when I'm actually thirsty and I try drinking from a glass with something that's not carbonated, I cough my lungs out because I miss swallow.
oh,
But somehow when I either drink something that's carbonated or if it's from a can, I don't choke.
I mean, I
Apparently
can.
it's a thing with like old people as well, because my mom works with old people at a nursing home, and they give them carbonated drinks so they don't accidentally get it in their lungs.
interesting.
I mean, that sort of makes sense to my brain, if only because usually with the like bubbly drinks, it's harder to like chug it all at once. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you can't drink too fast, I guess. Maybe it's a speed thing. I don't know.
I mean, I just figured it's like, yeah, I usually drink out of cans because it's more convenient for storage, because that is also fair.
Yes.
Oh, also, unless it's capsules, it's easier to swallow pills if you drink something carbonated with it.
Yeah. Maybe because
I
there's
will
a lot.
take your word for that. I have never figured out how to swallow pills.
Yeah, I used to be good at swallowing pills, and then I choked on one once, and now I can't.
Yeah, I did get a bit of that anxiety when I started choking on pills more. But just make sure you have like a whole glass of something.
See, I've
Same
never
here.
even had anything happen to like go, oh, there's an anxiety thing there. It's just something about the way my tongue moves when I swallow things just results in the pill either getting shoved to the roof of my mouth or in between my teeth. And it's like, that's not where that should be going.
It's weird, isn't it?
If it's a capsule, it helps to put your head down, like looking down.
Oh.
Sorry, I know this is the like. I have a lot of medical tips.
Yeah, you're sharing tips, helping people out. Good. I probably won't make much use of it because I can't swallow capsules, but
Exactly, like
but it could help others.
So it's useless for me to say this, but if I have a fun fact, I'm like, ooh, I can't not say
Well,
it.
share it. It's good. We appreciate it. I've shared loads of maths top tips. I don't expect anyone to remember them. Just like, yeah, here's the thing. I know a thing. Then you get excited.
I remember feeling momentarily informed, and then forgetting.
Classic.
Yeah, there's a difference between being told something and learning something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just an education thing.
It's gonna be very interesting for me to start school again after 10 plus years with
Yeah.
cognitive issues in my 30s.
I believe in you. You've got this. I believe in you.
Take it slow. I say this as someone who can't take it as slow as they would like to because of requirements for the program, but take it as slow as you need to. It is not a race.
Yeah. And if there's anything you want to do to help practice or whatever, just talk about things. We're here. Sometimes explaining things helps ingrain it in their head.
Thankfully,
Yes.
I don't have math the first year. That's what I stopped learning math in 6th grade.
Well, fortunately for you, you have 2 trained mathematicians that you can poke.
And they're both ragdoll.
I mean, you are also a trained mathematician.
I'm a trained mathematician, but it's worth bearing in mind that you are the trained educator. I just ramble about stuff.
No, I'm the professional educator. My training was all in math. I just sort of figured out what I was doing as I was going with the education stuff.
I thought you were gonna say, no, I'm the professional rambler.
I mean, that too. I also get paid to ramble at my students.
I think honestly, given how much these streams people consider part of their support of me, I think I'm also a professional rambler. But not maths.
Yeah. Good ramble.
Yeah, excited. Exciting thing. Speaking of exciting, is that a nice cadence to end the stream?
Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Hope you had a lovely time. Thanks to also to Jeebs and to Miss, who are no longer here. They're with us in our hearts.
They're not dead yet.
But yes, stream will not return Tuesday morning because Cheeb plans to do a morning stream with the Pokermans to do all of the daytime leveling and all that. In fact,
It
there
will
will
finally be a party that's not all babies.
Yeah. So yes, it'll be a Cheeb stream Tuesday morning. There also won't be a stream from me Thursday morning because I have a doctor's appointment. But stream will be back Tuesday evening with something. I don't know what. We're not going to start Hitman just yet. I might do a randomizer of something. We'll find out.
Could do a randomizer of Ori.
I did mess around with that, but it very quickly just turned into I've forgotten everything and this would just be another playthrough. So, but yeah, well, I'll find something. Find something to chill with. I want a brain off thing because, as I say, doctor's on Thursday. Don't want anything to worry about. So, Dark Souls random. It might be Dark Souls. There is a Dark Souls 2 randomizer, a new one, which is items and enemies.
Oh
I
boy.
have done a couple of those, and they're quite something. So maybe that.
I mean, some of those enemies are not made for all of those arenas.
No. There's if you know the Bone Lords boss, or Skeleton Lords. I keep calling them Bone Lords. Yeah, if you know that boss. Do you like having 3 random bosses and 20 other enemies in one arena? It's something. My favorite.
One way to die a lot.
I also like the Royal Rat Vanguard, which is like 8 copies of the same boss in a tiny arena. But they all have no health. So it's very silly. You got this, Kiro. Take on the Hamlet like the old hunters before you. You got this. But yeah, probably a Dark Souls randomized. That's sort of a comfort thing. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for doodling. Thanks for chatting. Hope you had a lovely time and hope you have a wonderful week coming forward. Cos is gonna slaughter you. That's what they do. But yeah, have a good one. See you all around. Goodbye, bye.
Bye.